The Ontario legislature in the 1980s, part of a committee looking into violence against women, when she says she was sexually assaulted by a politician from another party.
He basically grabbed me, pushed me up against the wall, started fondling me and trying to kiss me. And then I just turned around and gave him a knee where it hurt, and he pulled away, and that was the end of it.
She was the only woman in her provincial caucus and chose to keep it secret. She too has gone public in a column to the Hill Times, where she also opens up about being date raped.
This is an issue that affects every single one of us.
Last week, the Premier of Ontario brought the issue of sexual harassment to the floor of the Ontario legislature. And today, the Premier commended cops for coming forward.
And if that allows people who are experiencing this right now to come forward, that's a good thing.
But even cops who went on to become Deputy Prime Minister of Canada.
Just quieten down, baby.
I'm not his baby, and I'm nobody's baby.
Who worked through a sexist culture on Parliament Hill, who chose to stay silent for decades, now says, in this case, the accusers should go public.
You know, somebody's suspension actually requires an accuser, and I think they should probably have a discussion with their caucus about how secrecy might actually be negative to the whole
at Queen's
process.
Park tonight. Paul Kopp says the alleged assailant was another MPP from the legislature.
That's right, Michelle. We're talking about two separate attacks here. One allegedly by a fellow MPP and another by a boyfriend long ago.
Sheila. This connection in order to take a benefit for your position as a minister.
She was bold, she was brash, and she blazed a trail for women when men dominated the political landscape and things like this happened.
Just quieten down, baby.
I'm not his baby, and I'm nobody's baby.
Now, Sheila Kopp says she was sexually assaulted when she was an MPP at the Ontario legislature.
I was kind of shocked. I didn't see it coming, so maybe that was the shocking part. And then I just turned around and gave him a knee where it hurt, and he pulled away, and that was the end of it. I never got any of his advances again, and he never misunderstood whatever messages I was sending out.
She and a fellow MPP were exiting a hotel elevator while on parliamentary tour. In an online column for HillTimes.com, the former Deputy Prime Minister said, "I was sexually assaulted by another member of provincial parliament within a year of my arrival at Queen's Park at the age of 28. Kopp says a Conservative colleague from Queen's Park pushed her up against a wall and began kissing and fondling her. She says she ended the unwelcome encounter with a knee to the groin. She also tweeted, "I was sexually assaulted when I was an MPP, and I have been raped, allegedly by a boyfriend years ago." Ontario Premier Kathleen Wynne says it's the responsibility of decision makers like her to create an environment in which victims feel it's safe to come forward.
I understand Sheila Kopp has made a statement, and if that allows people who are experiencing this right now to come forward, that's a good thing. And then we need to make sure that we have a reaction that we can deal with those situations sensitively and appropriately.
Kopp's never reported the elevator incident, but adds she did report the date rape to police. She claims they advised her a conviction was unlikely and it wasn't worth pursuing. Well, Kopp says she wrote this column because a lot of people keep the issue of assault a secret. She says recent events prompted her to want to make her story public about workplace harassment and assault, hoping other people will come forward as well. Paul Bliss, CTV News at Queen's Park. Bill, Michelle, we'll send it back to you.